1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So the project I've been working on for this past year, I call it Sung with Words. It's a poetry inspiring music project that I've had percolating in my mind for quite a while, and I was really fortunate to receive a 2014 Chamber Music America Doris Duke Charitable Foundation New Jazz Works grant, which has enabled me to finally realize this project. And it's a collaborative project done with the great American poet and former chairman of the National Endowment for the Arts, Gioia. So Dana and I met actually under very interesting circumstances. I was taping one of the PBS In Performance at the White House concert series. This was back in 2007, and there was a state dinner before the actual taping, and I just happened to be seated next to him for dinner, and we just started talking, and it was cool to discover that we both are science fiction fans, and we both like the same authors. And he was like, wow, it's interesting meeting a jazz musician that likes to read. So we became friends, and he sent me some of his works, some of his books of poetry, and I sent him my CDs, and we would start talking about art. And I remember telling him, I always felt a little intimidated by poetry because I could never be sure I really understood what it meant. And he said, don't worry so much about that. He said, poetry is meant to be read out loud. It's musical. Listen to the rhythm of the words, the sounds, and the meaning will come. And I thought about that, and I also realized when I imagined lines of poetry like melodies, like what kind of rhythm would this line have, it actually would illuminate the poem for me. In the course of talking about stuff, he said, well, why don't we write a jazz song cycle together, using his words as lyrics, words from his poems. So when I got the opportunity to apply for this grant, I immediately asked him if he wanted to collaborate. I couldn't think of a better person to do so with for this project, and he said yes. I think these poems have New York City in the air, in the flavor of these words that he's chosen, that I think if you've lived in New York City or if you've visited New York City, you would be able to tell.
Let's go downtown. It's a hot summer night. Let's not stay home and get in a fight. Let's eat spicy food in a dark little dive and let our bodies know they're alive.
It's been a great challenge writing music that's, I always want it to be a very honest distillation of what I think, of what the words say to me. And I've heard so much music, there's so much going through my mind, and it's so easy to just write something that's derivative of something that I've heard. So it's been a really painstaking journey sometimes to find that very honest place where this is really me. But of course, it's all worth it in the end when you write something like, wow, that this is just thank God for letting us participate in creativity and making art, because I think that is participating in the divine.